the second. And Laurie walks the bases loaded. Let's go down to Holly Rowe. Let's see more of them. And now the bases are loaded for Megan Bush. The sophomore from Anaheim Hills, California, has a couple of solo home runs so far at the series.
And I don't know if it's the pressure or what's getting to Danielle Laurie, but even that first pitch right there to Megan Bush, she gets the ball back from her catcher. She looks at the umpire like, come on. Hey, if she's forced to throw over center of the plate, we're going to score a lot of runs for Florida here tonight.
Out to center field and drifting back is McWhirter. The runner at third will tag. Hilberth coming in to score. The throw to third, not in time to get Francesca Leah. 2-0 Florida.
But give Bruder credit, too, for tagging up and getting to second base. Now the double play's out of order, and a ground ball or another fly ball scores a run.
Pacuba started it with the triple, scored on the pass ball. An error, a double steal, a single, a walk, and then the sacrifice by Bush.
Make contact and force the issue.
Laying off the rise ball. The senior from Wacabuck, New York. Her dad, Wally, played for the Florida baseball team. An opportunity to win a championship.
And a difference we've already seen Florida today is the fact that they're so far in the top of the first, they're limiting their strikeouts. They're putting the ball in play. So Hilberth, what might have been a ground out to short, made something happen, and they had hit the ball hard on the ground. And Megan Bush, the only out, rather than striking out, she hits a good deep fly ball and gets a run in.
2-2 pitch, Gardner. Right at second base, Charters back to third in time to double up and in. Nelson is 6-1 in the NCAA tournament. Took her first loss in game one. And really in need of a confidence booster right here in the first inning to try and set the Huskies down quickly. And Charters drops that one over the second baseman's head out into right center. Thank you, Michelle. Now Kimmy Pullman in the 2 spot, the freshman from Sammamish, Washington. The underclassmen at the World Series, 4 home runs. They've driven in 16, and they're all hitting better than 300. Pullman, Williams, Salling, and Stewart. Chop to second. That's going to be trouble. Everybody's safe.
You have to think it would be more difficult to slap if the ball's up in the zone. She's keeping the ball down. She's allowing them to hit that ball on the ground, chop it on the ground for base hits. You wonder if she can get that screwball up in the zone and see if they can get them to pop that pitch up.
Jen Salling, the sophomore from British Columbia. She's been their best hitter throughout the course of the NCAA tournament. Fouls that one off. Called strike 3 on Salling, 1 down.
Here, he wants everyone to know exactly what everyone's doing on every single play. So you got to call the freshmen and rein them young ladies in sometimes.
Making her first World Series start, Danielle Laurie had a grand slam on Sunday against the University of Georgia. That came in the first inning. That at 69 miles an hour. You're up 65 to 70 miles an hour. You're talking about a reaction time for the hitter that's comparable to a 95 mile an hour major league fastball. And 43 feet away. Widely considered to be the top 2 pitchers in the country all year long. Squaring off.
I think it was a great job of Danielle Laurie just keeping her weight back on this.
And that will sneak through. Charters will score. The throw in the second. Runners on first and third. And the Huskies get one back here in the bottom of the first.
Third base with less than 2 outs with arguably Washington's hottest hitter.
A one from Nelson off into the crowd.
2-game series.
That's Laurie over at first with Pullman at third. And it gets away from Hilberth. And Pullman's going to score. We're tied at 2. 1-2 pitch to Stewart, fouls it off. They have caught the inside part of her leg on that one. Head in the count. Go-ahead run out at second base, Danielle Laurie.
Offense pitching, you're seeing everything already so early on.
To short, Bush checks the runner. Breaks the play, 2 down. Alicia Blake, the 6th hitter for Washington. An RBI single and a wild pitch. Slow roller to third. Corey Brooks over to first.
Right now, the bats seem like they want to take control of this one.
Brooks got under it. Jen Salling calling for it. 1 down.
But the key is find that pitch that's going to induce outs, pop-ups, ground-outs. It's not always the strikeout that you need to win a national championship.
Can't find that pitch. Yeah, I don't know if she can combat how Washington is swinging the bats with her second and third best pitches.
So Florida may have to win a shootout here. The rise ball out of the zone to Michelle Moultrie. Tim Walton trying to get another contact hitter in there. Some more speed on the base paths. Moultrie quickly down to first, but not quick enough. Charters takes care of her, 1 out. Walazonia lays it down. Laurie throws it away, and Walazonia's going to try and get to second, sliding in safely.
Well, no importance of where she is. You know she's not at the base. Pick up your target, make a good throw to the base. Don't look at the runner.
And now you're going to give Asia Pakulba, who tripled and scored in the first, an opportunity to steal one right here for the Gators. Pakulba tried to drop it. Foul ball. Sam Finley, 10th inning home run. Fouled back out of play. 0-2 to Pakulba. Out of the glove of Blake. Walazonia scoots over to third.
And lay off of it before it breaks out of the zone.
The strikeout of Laurie, and that will strand Walazonia at third base. And they play a lot of best-of-3 series in the SEC. They haven't lost a best 2 out of 3 since March of '07. If they do, we're back here for Game 3 tomorrow. Deep into the hole, the throw from short in time. The results will be coming your way later on tonight. Hot shot right to Brooks. Quickly 2 away.
There's like, I saw 3 outs, that's all I care about.
And just because she's in the 9 spot, don't be deceived into thinking it's an easy out for the freshman from Mission Viejo. A 2-run shot, a 3-run shot, and has hit one of 4 grand slams at this World Series.
She's like, she has so much potential. She's so strong. She has so much speed, just a great athlete, but just trying to develop her into the softball athlete that they know that she can be.
Yeah, the underclass have looked so strong in the postseason. The screwball at 68 miles an hour in for a strike.
I thought you shook her head like, unbelievable, you know?
Well, she had 2 home runs in the regular season, and now 3 home runs in her last 14 at-bats here at the World Series. She's made the right adjustments.
As they got further and further back, she just started to take bigger and bigger swings.
The strikeout for Nelson. That's her second of the ballgame. A 1-2-3 inning for the Gators. She is the only player in NCAA history to no-hit the 2 powerhouses in softball, UCLA and Arizona. No-hitting them both this year. Hilberth traps it out to left. On base for the second time tonight.
We'll get a base hit and make something happen as well.
Francesca Anea had the single, stole a base. She is their career home run and RBI leader, and she is playing on a torn ACL.
And she's able to still stay balanced and provide leverage and power even with a long stride.
So she is often susceptible to that rise ball as a result. Lays off of that one right there at 67 miles an hour. 2-2 to Anaya. Called strike three. The off-speed got her once again.
Be able to lay off Lori's rise ball, and they're still having a tough time with her off-speed.
Looks like things might have settled down a little bit, though, Beth.
Bruder. Oh, terrific play by Lori to go back out of the circle to make the catch. For the second out of the inning.
I was going to say she almost looked like an outfielder.
Launched out to left center. Plenty of room for McWhirter. Side retired. A single, one left on to the bottom of the third. We're even. And I've been real impressed with her quiet confidence. The fifth-year senior really sets the tone. They are in the midst right now of a 20-day road trip that started at the beginning of the NCAA tournament.
We're the number 3 seed. We're all over the country, and everyone else is going home and staying home. Let's make this us against the world and just try to defeat them all.
They've gotten a lot of their donors to step up and be like, we're willing to support these girls. Let's do it.
Throw your efforts so far. Kimmy Pullman now in the 2 spot, singled and scored on the wild pitch in the first inning. Moultrie hit it and dropped it. The replacement out in center field, making her first start of the World Series.
The ball moved right out of her glove.
The miscue for the Gators. Pullman, the one-out base runner, and it's followed up by the single from Jen Salling. 2 on board for Washington here in the bottom of the third.
When our season was going, they talked about it. It was something they expected, and they weren't settling for anything less, and now they're here and have a great chance to win it. So, I couldn't be more proud of these girls. I'm happy that they're here, and I'm happy to be here cheering them on.
For you have a new challenge ahead, new coach, Steve Sarkisian, a new offense you've got to be learning. How is that going for you?
It's going really well. He's a great guy, knows a lot about football and about the schemes of football. The guys have reacted to him really well. I thought spring ball went really good, so I'm really looking forward to what the fall holds for us.
Thanks, Jake.
Morgan Stewart grounded to short in the first since Thursday. And for a strike.
She's sitting on her screwball.
Fouled on the third baseline.
Well, that's why Christina Hilbert needs to signal the dugout somehow. We need to pitch her away because she keeps backing up every pitch.
Slow roll to Nelson, and she bobbles it. Washington takes the lead. Alicia Blake 2 for 9 this year with the bases loaded.
Matter of just taking advantage of those mishits.
Chopper over the bag at first and foul. Opposite and foul.
And this is where your Christina Hilbert would run her on second base. You have to change the signs up a little bit, but you also have to set location a little later because 2 pitches before, Danielle Loy was given location to Alicia Blake, and she pulled that ball down the line, but just happened to be foul.
And John, it's actually usually more times than not them trying to pick the signals.
Bases loaded, 1 out, the bottom of the third. Washington with 1 across. Anaya charging on to make the catch, and the runners will hold. 2 down.
Those signs, and so that you're in a situation where you're not giving anything away. And right now, Nelson, as you've mentioned, is able to get ahead. She gets 2 strikes on the batter, but just can't get that punch out.
Well, also the catcher, too, Christina Hilbert. You watch her now. She knows what Danielle Loy was doing. Watch how late she shifts now. She's not shifting immediately. See, she's setting up down the middle and then shifts late so she can't get a signal in time.
Brooks charges and fires to first. Side retired, 3 left on base, but 1 touches the plate. Washington's been through an awful lot just to get to this point. The extra effort in the postseason, they have played 3 extra inning games, including 2 here at the World Series. And they held on late into the night, early into the morning, actually, in Amherst to win. They lost an extra inning game here and then won one.
For the bulk of the plate, which Laurie and Nelson don't do too often.
Base hit back up the middle for Allie Gardner. And the seniors are certainly doing their part tonight for Florida. Hilberth led off last inning with a single, and now Gardner with the single. She can re-enter as Hines has come on the pinch run floor. Laying down the bunt is Brooks, and she sacrifices the tying run into scoring position. Michelle Moultrie now swinging away at the first hit, and she singles. Hines at first waved in and then held up halfway down the line as she scampers back to third. Last year, obviously all making good contributions, and the leadoff for Lauren Greer here in the bottom of the 4th. Williams lays down the sacrifice. They've got 6 hits and the 3 runs off of her so far. Each side has committed a couple of errors. And now Ashley Charters singled and scored in the first, grounded to third in the 3rd inning.
Out to Moultrie in center field. So, it's pick your poison. You walk the leadoff hitter, now you're pitching to Thunder.
They were semifinalists a couple years ago. A very experienced team getting through to the championship series. Getting Charters to reach. 2 down.
It kept Alabama alive. Allie Gardner's grand slam was very emotional, but even if she doesn't hit that grand slam, Florida still gets to play another game.
It's hard to think the rest of the night after that.
The freshman from Tuscaloosa, Jocelyn Lunsford. Fouled back by Hilberth. It's 2, 3, and 4 here to face Danielle Laurie. Hilberth reached on an error, scored in the first, singled in the 3rd, and they are leaning way left in the outfield against the slapper.
Well, and slappers tend to want to go left side. No one's going to get to it for a while.
2-1 from Laurie. There is the chopper, sailing way over by third base, and not in time to get over. And the strategy, at least on that first pitch, was for Enea, their career RBI leader, to potentially lay it down. Enea drops it down, the play over to first, and the sacrifice a success. Holly Rowe. And now Tim Walton will trust Lauren Hill to be effective on the base pass. She's on the pinch run. Hilberth can re-enter, the catcher. Now back out of play, Kelsey Bruder, the number 4 hitter. So always a healthy debate between you two as to whether the number 3 hitter should lay down the bunt or hit away. And the small ball that worked in the first inning, Tim Walton elects to go that route.
Again, I let him out swing. I don't give up outs in this game.
Off the glove of Stewart. Megan Bush, who drove in a run with a sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Pops it up. Ashley Charters calling for it. She's got it. 2 outs. So with 2 on and 2 outs, once again it comes down to one of the seniors, Allie Gardner. Hit into the double play in the first, singled in the fourth. They arrived with Tim Walton. None of them were recruited by him. It's been a steady progression deeper into the tournament every year, and now their first trip to the championship series. 2-0 to Gardner. High and tight.
Well, Allie Gardner's last at bat, she had a sharp single up the middle. You wonder if Tim Walton right here is going to turn her loose 3-0. And let Kelsey Bruder swing 3-0 with second and third. Danielle Laurie might just say, you know what, I'm going to try to get a strike here, throw a cookie. Let's see if Allie Gardner got the green light.
Keeps the bat on the shoulder and watches strike 1 go by. 3-1 from Laurie. Missed it. Bases full of Gators for Corey Brooks.